Hey y'all, and welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, my name is Emily, and we make recovery videos for severe anxiety, agoraphobia, panic disorder, depersonalization and derealization, and all that kind of stuff. So if you are struggling with that, definitely subscribe to my channel. I post very frequent videos. Also check the link in the description to this video. I have my free recovery guide, which is just a document that I made that details out my recovery and can help you recover, as well as my Facebook community and application to one-on-one or group coaching. All right, so I made my last two videos about different diagnoses about, long COVID, POTS, MCAs, EDS, etc. And I wanted to make a little bit of kind of like a follow-up video today, I guess, regarding long COVID, POTS, anxiety, right? Anxiety from some of these conditions. I'm going to specifically kind of focus on long COVID, but honestly, it's all pretty much one and the same. So yes, a lot of people ask me, okay, I have anxiety, sure, I have these symptoms, yes, but it's because I have long COVID, vaccine injury, POTS, just basically damage to my body. So how could I possibly recover from it? I can't think my way out of it. Me just doing this brain retraining essentially is not going to get me out of the condition. Let me just say, I completely agree with you, okay? Totally on the same page, right? I personally have underlying POTS, hypermobility, what else? Probably some other things in there. Inflammation. I was diagnosed with lupus post-COVID too, actually. I don't think I've mentioned that in any of my videos, but different autoimmune things that flared up. Now, is brain retraining going to make my lupus disappear? Absolutely not. It is totally not. Is it going to make my, vaccine injury go away? No, it's not. But here's the thing, okay? I view recovery in kind of like different segments, as you will, right? Like different stages of recovery. And what I would suggest to people is stage one. If you have been injured by a vaccine, if you have long COVID damage to your body, if you have, one of these specific things going on with you, and you have been just completely spinning your wheels trying to get it solved, doctor after doctor after doctor, spending hours on Google, Facebook groups, Reddit, and so forth, all that this is doing is adding stress to your body. It's continuing to tax your already taxed nervous system, and all that it's going to do is keep you in this vicious anxiety cycle, right? So it's kind of like a two-part thing. We have whatever's brewing in our body, and then we have the added anxiety to it, which honestly intensifies things, makes things worse, prolongs things. So that's kind of the portion that I suggest people tackle first, or alongside the other things that they have to work on, right? Depending on whatever your situation is. But as you fix the anxiety and you take the focus off of your symptoms, and yes, you may still have to see doctors. There is nuance to this, right? You may still have to be seeing specialists and things like that, but it's all about how you approach these appointments and how you handle the time in between appointments and the amount of time that you spend searching and things like that and spinning your wheels, and the amount of life that you get back to alongside your symptoms instead of kind of waiting around for your symptoms to get better. Because I can tell you firsthand, that only made me so much worse, was the waiting and feeling like, okay, well, when I feel better, then I can do these things again. And ultimately, recovery for me looked like starting to do these things while I felt really terrible, and then the normalcy came and my body started to relax, right? So I just wanted to clarify that because I think that's really important. And I know a lot of people are just like, this doesn't make any sense, it's not going to make my, problem go away. But the good thing about recovering from the anxiety cycle, one, it's going to take that extra stress off of your body, off of your nervous system. Because if you think about it like a cup, and a stressor fills up a portion of your cup, and say the top level of your cup is panic attacks, chronic symptoms, derealization, yada, 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 heart palpitations, IBS, all that kind of stuff, right? That's what happens when the cup overflows, okay? As the symptoms start to happen. And so the cup can slowly build with, environmental toxins that we're all exposed to, and maybe different viruses that we've had, or whatever it might be, right? Like, it starts to slowly compound. They're relational type stressors, pregnancy, birth, hormones, and for some people, big things like long COVID, now it's overflowing, vaccine injury, now it's overflowing. And once it starts overflowing, what your body needs to do is slowly get back to a place where it's at a healthier baseline, and you can kind of view this with a better lens, right? A better perspective on these things. But again, that anxiety cycle is going to keep everything like a perpetual just waterfall, right? And you're never going to have a chance to sit back and tackle what's truly left over, if there is anything left over at that point in your body. So I hope that kind of makes sense. I hope you see my heart and see where I'm coming from when it comes to recovery. Again, I know that it's complicated. I'm still personally dealing with some long COVID things myself, right? Could I be dealing with some of that forever? I could, and that's the other part of recovery, is it's not just about getting all your symptoms to go away and then you can live your life again. It's learning to live life in the meantime, learning to really focus on what's in your control, right? Because a lot of the anxiety cycle is us trying to control things that we can't control, us thinking about things where thinking about them is unproductive and won't change the outcome, us just spinning our wheels and keeping our body in this we're in danger, fight or flight mode, so it is complicated. Recovery is something that you have to really approach individually, and that is one good thing too about coaching. That's how I personally recovered, was in a coaching setting, a group coaching setting, and I was able to come up with a game plan for myself in my recovery, and I was able to kind of mostly handle the setbacks, because recovery is absolutely not linear. I still have days where I'm absolutely not 100%, especially after having my third baby that I just had 7 weeks ago, and my body's under a lot of stress, and so I have had symptoms flare up, but now I know how to handle them, and I know how to not get myself back in this, spiral and this vicious cycle. So I hope that kind of makes sense. Let me know what questions you have. Subscribe for more videos related to recovery. At bare minimum, download the free recovery guide, because that is everything that I did to recover. There's no hidden secrets in coaching that are not in that guide. That is what I made for you, to be very transparent about what you need to do to recover. Coaching helps you stay accountable. It helps you if you're in that place where you're like, I can't even get out of bed, I don't even know where to start, or if you're kind of stuck in the setback mode. So subscribe, and thanks for watching.